Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Cowboys make major decision on Trey Lance's future. Almost 3 years have passed since the San Francisco 49ers boldly traded up to select quarterback Trey Lance with the number 3 overall pick in the NFL draft. In that time, he has played in just 8 games while completing 56 passes. Lance's career is defined by injuries and hypothetical scenarios. But it's not over yet. This reclamation project will remain under development with the Dallas Cowboys. At least for now, the organization is picking up Lance's $4.25 million roster bonus, according to Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News. Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones traded a 2024 fourth-rounder for the two-time FCS champion ahead of this past season, seeing him as an intriguing buy-low option and possible injury insurance policy. Dak Prescott did not miss a game and produced the best statistical season of his 8-year career, 4,516 passing yards, 38 total touchdowns and only 9 interceptions. That left little opportunities for any other Dallas signal caller, with backup Cooper Rush logging just 24 pass attempts and third-stringer Lance not taking a single snap last year. There is not going to be a change at the top of the depth chart, as Prescott seems primed for a historic contract extension sooner rather than later. But Lance can make headway during the offseason and training camp. He is only 23 years of age and thus has time to earn back trust from the rest of the league. The value of mobile quarterbacks continues to rise, so Trey Lance can still clear a path for himself to compete for an NFL starting job in the future. The first step towards achieving that difficult goal will be staying healthy. The road ahead is perilous, but this former highly coveted prospect should take pride in the fact that the Cowboys are not giving up on him. Cowboys star predicted to bolt for Eagles in $6.5 million move. The Dallas Cowboys could be in the market for a new running back, which means other teams may be pursuing former Pro Bowler Tony Pollard. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox offers his predictions for the top free agent running backs and has Pollard joining the Cowboys' rival in Philly. The NFL analyst projects Pollard lands a 1-year, $6.5 million contract with the Philadelphia Eagles. Like the Cowboys, Philly may also be in the market for a new RB1 with DeAndre Swift hitting free agency. The Eagles aren't likely to overpay to keep Swift a year after letting Pro Bowler Miles Sanders walk in free agency, but they could be interested in adding a back like Pollard on a team-friendly contract, Knox wrote in a February 28, 2024 story titled, Predicting 2024 NFL Free Agency Contracts for Star RBs Who Didn't Get Franchise Tag. Rather than paying Sanders, Philly traded a 2025 fourth-round pick and swapped 2023 seventh-rounders with the Detroit Lions to acquire Swift. Given Philadelphia's defensive needs, taking a budget approach to the running back position again would be sensible, Knox continued. The Eagles' talented offensive line, though perhaps less so if Jason Kelce retires in the coming weeks, would offer Pollard a chance to re-establish his value with a short-term contract. Dallas Cowboys RB Tony Pollard's production did not improve without Ezekiel Elliott. Pollard is coming off back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with the Cowboys. The challenge is Pollard entered 2023 with lofty expectations as Dallas moved on from Ezekiel Elliott. Yet, Pollard's production looked little different from what the playmaker did while sharing a backfield with Elliott. Pollard posted 252 carries for 1,005 yards and 6 touchdowns last season. The Cowboys running back also added 15 receptions for 107 yards and a TD through the air. Eagles rumors. DeAndre Swift's market value is projected to be a 4-year, $27 million contract. The same Bleacher Report projections have Swift landing a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Washington Commanders. Swift had 229 carries for a career-high 1,049 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Eagles last season. The running back added 46 receptions for 357 yards and 2 TDs through the air. All this means Swift's price may be higher than the Eagles are willing to spend. Spotric's projections for Swift's market value appears to be a bit steep, a 4-year, $27 million deal. Even if it is below this number, Philadelphia may prefer to simply hit the reset button at the position. Cowboys rumors. Could Dallas go big game hunting at running back? Dallas is another team that may be willing to refresh their running back room. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that no team is expected to use the franchise tag on a running back this offseason. This will create an extremely deep group of veteran rushers in free agency. The Cowboys have a chance to make a run at other stars like Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry or Austin Eckler to name a few available options. Dallas paid Pollard $10 million on the franchise tag in 2023, and it is hard to imagine these veterans will command more than that next season. Cowboys' Dak Prescott's tremendous leverage could yield QB record contract, ex-NFL GM. On the surface, it looks like a pretty easy decision. The Cowboys' Dak Prescott was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL this season, arguably the best. He led the NFL with 410 completions and 36 touchdowns, racked up 4,516 yards and had a career-high quarterback rating of 105.9. Add to that the fact that Dallas structured his contract in his last extension so that there would be a major balloon payment in the final year. His cap hit is more than $59 million in 2024, a number the Cowboys simply cannot afford. The path is marked, then. Pay Prescott handsomely and rework the deal to relieve the cap hit. But it is not that simple. As ex-NFL GM Jeff Diamond told Matt Lombardo on his Substack page, Lombardo is also a heavy sports contributor. He would understand if the Prescott situation is keeping Cowboys owner Jerry Jones up at night. Diamond offered an estimation of what the final Prescott deal will look like: 4 years and around $55 million per year. Cowboys' Dak Prescott has $59 million on the table. That is hefty, obviously. At Spotrac, Prescott's market value is tabbed at $50.8 million, with a 4-year, $203 million contract predicted. But there has been speculation, too, that Prescott will get as much as $60 million per year. Currently, the highest-paid quarterback is the Bengals' Joe Burrow, who is on a 5-year, $275 million deal he signed just ahead of the start of this season. That's $55 million per year. Number 2 on the list is Justin Herbert, $52.5 million, followed by Lamar Jackson, $52 million, and Jalen Hurts, $51 million. Because Prescott can walk away from the table and still get $59 million this year, it's hard to imagine he won't force the Cowboys to make him number 1 in annual salary. Doc has tremendous leverage because the team has to get a deal done, Diamond told Lombardo. They probably have to do a 4-year extension for between $210 minus $220 million with a $50 million signing bonus pro-rated over 5 years and a low 2024 cap number to around $24 million in total to save them about $31 million against the cap this offseason. The guarantee probably be about $200 million. That's pretty strong for a really good regular season quarterback, but not so great in the postseason, with a 2-5 playoff record and coming off a bad loss to the Packers.